Okay, so we're going to go through some practice problems involving combining like terms. So our goal is to simplify the expression. There is no equal sign, so I'm not trying to figure out what each of these letters stands for. Just trying to take this kind of crazy expression and make it a little bit shorter. So we start by kind of boxing in our first term. I see a 9m. Now I'm going to search through the rest of the expression and see if there's anything else I can combine with a 9m. Remember, like terms have the same exact variable. So I can combine that 9m with this plus m and with this minus 7m. Notice how I'm boxing in the sign in front because that's going to help tell me what to do. So this is 9m plus, there's that imaginary 1, which gives me 10m, and then 10m minus 7m is 3m. So it's just like adding and subtracting. Once you get there, just knowing what's the like terms. Now I look at the next one and it's 5x plus 2x minus x. They're all like terms because they're all the same variable. 5x plus 2x is 7x. Take away 1x gives me 6x. And that's my final answer. There's nothing else that I have to do. It's not x equals 6. We're combining the like terms. We're trying to figure out how many x's we have in total or how many c's and d's we have in total like in the next one. Next one's a little bit harder because they're not all the same variable. We start with the first term. Let's see if there's anything else we can combine with that term. Kind of search through my list. I can't combine a c with a d, so we're going to skip that one for now. But I can combine it with a minus c. I'm still boxing in the sign to the left of our number. This is like I have 7 c's in this hand and I take a c out. I take 1 c out. So I've got 6c. Now, I'm not done because I have some other terms that I would either need to bring down or combine if I can. So let's see if there's anything I can combine with a plus 2d. Well, there is. There's another d term. There's a 4d term. So now I've got a positive 2d plus a positive 6, or plus a positive 4d, which gives me a positive 6d. We always want to write our answers as separate terms if we have them by having a plus or minus sign in between these two terms. The reason I chose a plus sign is because positive 2 plus positive 4 is positive 6. Okay, next one we start the same way. I kind of box in my negative 7a. I search through the rest of my list. Despite feeling like I cannot combine a negative 7a with a negative 8 with a minus 8. It won't work. This is like I owe someone 7 apples and I also owe $8. Like they don't mean the same thing. I can combine that negative 7a with that plus 2a, and I'm boxing the sign to the left of the number. Negative 7 plus 2 is negative 5a. And now let's see if we have any other like terms. Negative 8 plus 10. Negative 8 plus 10 is like I owe someone $8 and then I paid them back 10. That means they have positive $2. Because the answer is positive, I wrote plus 2. Some of you are going to want to write minus 2 because there is a minus in front of our first number. I don't care about that. I care about my answer. Negative 8 plus positive 10. That's different signs, subtract to get 2, and keep the sign of the bigger number, which is the plus sign. Okay, next one. Start with our first term. Search through our list. Can't combine A's with B's, but I can with A's. Notice how I'm still boxing in the sign to the left. 8a plus 1a is 9a. 9a plus 4a is 13a. Taking everything and I'm kind of shortening it. You don't want to have a story that's too long, an expression that's too long. We're shortening everything. This is a negative b minus ab. So there's like imaginary ones in front. So it's like you borrowed a b from someone and then you said, wait, can I borrow another one? I need one for some reason. -1, you borrow again, you get -2b. I finally wrote a minus sign because my answer was negative. Whatever the sign of my answer is tells me what to put in between. I don't want to overcomplicate things by saying plus negative. I just want whatever sign my number is to go right here. Okay. This one's a little tricky. Like terms are only terms that share the exact same variables. If I see an FG here, then I need to see an F and a G in all of the other terms that I see, not just an F and not just a G, but both letters need to be there in the like terms. So I can combine a 6FG with a -FG and with a +2FG, but I can't combine it with the +2F. That is a separate term. Now we do our addition and subtraction. I'm following what the problem tells me. +6 minus 1FG is 5FG, plus 2FG is 7FG. And then I bring down that plus 2F. Okay, finally, we didn't really talk about these in class, but I'll go over it anyway. All variables need to be the same and raised to the same power. So when we look at these, that means they need to have the exact same exponent to be the same term. So if we look at 6t, I can only combine it with things that have a regular plain old t. And the only other thing here is that plus 8t. 6t's plus 8t's is 14t. And now I have plus 4t squared minus 4t squared. I can only combine t squareds with t squareds. Otherwise, they're not like terms. +4 minus 5 is negative t squared. I wrote a minus sign because the sign of the bigger number was the minus sign. So that tells me what to put in between here. All right, that's just a few worked examples. If you're still confused after this video, make sure you message me on Canvas. There are other videos of other people explaining the exact same thing, so make sure you check those out as well. Have a good one, and I will see you in Zoom.